In this video, we'll be taking a look at two NFL games happening on August 18, 2024, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 4 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these two NFL games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start, if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Green Bay Packers vs. Denver Broncos. The second week of the NFL preseason features a highly anticipated Sunday evening matchup between the Green Bay Packers and the Denver Broncos, with the Broncos playing host at Empower Field at Mile High City. Green Bay enters this game following a strong preseason opener, where they secured a 23-10 victory over the Cleveland Browns. Packers starting quarterback Jordan Love showcased his skills early, launching a long touchdown pass on Green Bay's third play from scrimmage, after which he sat out the remainder of the game. On the other hand, Denver kicked off their preseason with an impressive 34-30 win over the Indianapolis Colts. In a rare preseason contest where offense took center stage, Denver accumulated 410 yards but was somewhat hampered by 3 turnovers. The Denver Broncos head into this game with a 1-0 preseason record after narrowly defeating the Indianapolis Colts by a score of 34-30 in their first game. Denver held a 13-10 lead at halftime and extended their advantage to double digits on several occasions during the second half, though they just managed to hold on for the win. The Broncos outgained Indianapolis by a total of 410 to 283 yards and demonstrated efficiency by converting 7 out of 13 third down attempts. Quarterback Bo Nix threw for 125 yards and 1 touchdown. Zach Wilson contributed 117 yards through the air, and Jarrett Stidham added 37 yards but also threw an interception. On the ground, Audric Estim led the charge with 31 yards and a touchdown. Last preseason, Denver finished with a 1-2 record, starting with an 18-17 loss to Arizona, followed by a close 21-20 defeat against the 49ers, before ending on a high note with a commanding 41-0 win over the Rams. Denver remains in the midst of a quarterback competition, so it is expected that all 3 quarterbacks will see playing time once again in this game. The Green Bay Packers also boast a 1-0 preseason record after their convincing 23-10 victory over the Cleveland Browns last week. Green Bay took control early, leading 17-3 at halftime, and extended their lead to 23-3 in the third quarter, securing the win. The Packers outgained the Browns by a total of 375 to 244 yards and displayed solid third down efficiency, converting 8 out of 14 attempts. Jordan Love contributed 63 yards and a touchdown through the air, while Sean Clifford added 111 yards and Michael Pratt contributed 46 yards. Emmanuel Wilson led the rushing attack with 67 yards and a touchdown. In the 2023 preseason, Green Bay went 2-1, starting with a 36-19 victory over Cincinnati, followed by a 21-17 loss to New England in Week 2, and finishing with a 19-15 win over Seattle. In this game, it is likely that Jordan Love will only see limited action, with Sean Clifford and Michael Pratt expected to handle the majority of the playing time. Additionally, Green Bay's coaching staff may opt to rest their starters due to the joint practices they have had during the week. In summary, this preseason matchup presents a clear contrast between the two teams. Denver will be fielding their first-team offense and defense at home, while Green Bay will primarily rely on their second and third-string players on the road. This significant disparity in personnel is expected to give Denver a considerable advantage, likely leading to a victory for the Broncos. Historically, Green Bay has struggled when playing in Denver, with a 2-10 record in their last 12 visits to Mile High City. Although Denver will be led by rookie quarterback Bo Nix and Zach Wilson, who is in the midst of a reconstruction project, the Broncos are anticipated to score enough points over 4 quarters to cover a 7-point spread. Green Bay's coaching staff is likely to prioritize avoiding injuries to key players like Jordan Love, which means many starters may not see the field. Nix had an impressive debut last week with 125 passing yards and a touchdown, and he is expected to deliver another strong performance as he competes for the starting quarterback position. This preseason game highlights 2 different approaches by the teams. Green Bay is opting to rest most of their starters, while while Denver will be playing theirs at home. The Packers will be closely evaluating Sean Clifford and Michael Pratt as they battle for the backup quarterback position, but both are likely to face challenges against Denver's defense, particularly with the Broncos playing their starters. On the flip side, Denver's offense is expected to find success against the Packers' backups and third stringers. The Broncos quarterbacks should have an easier time navigating Green Bay's defense, and each one is likely to perform well. The key factor in this game will be how Green Bay manages the rest situation for their starters. However, with several position battles still ongoing within Denver's ranks, including the fight for the starting quarterback job, the Broncos are unlikely to ease up. This competitive drive should result in a strong performance from Denver as each player strives to make a case for playing time. Ultimately, playing at home with their starters on the field should be the difference maker, making the Denver Broncos to win and cover the spread as favorites our full game side pick. Expect Denver to put up a significant number of points against Green Bay, leveraging their starting players. Meanwhile, Green Bay's second-string offense is likely to struggle against Denver's first-team defense. The total score has gone under in 6 of Green Bay's last 7 games against American Football Conference West opponents, and in 4 of their last 6 games against American Football Conference teams. Additionally, the total has gone under in 6 of the last 9 meetings between Green Bay and Denver. Given these trends, under the projected total is our full-game total pick. New Orleans Saints vs. San Francisco 49ers. The NFL preseason continues this weekend with plenty of excitement, and one of the most anticipated matchups is a compelling National Football Conference clash between the New Orleans Saints and the San Francisco 49ers. Both teams are looking to sharpen their rosters and solidify key positions as they prepare for the regular season. This game presents an excellent opportunity for players to prove themselves, especially with numerous battles for starting and backup roles still up in the air. For the New Orleans Saints, Derek Carr has already been named the starting quarterback for the upcoming season, but the competition for the backup position remains intense. This game will be crucial for those vying for that spot as they aim to make a strong impression on the coaching staff. In their first preseason game, the Saints managed to edge out the Arizona Cardinals with a 16-14 victory. However, there are still areas that need improvement, particularly on offense. The Saints scored just 16 points in that game, and they'll need to show more firepower if they hope to build momentum heading into the regular season. The San Francisco 49ers, on the other hand, faced off against the Tennessee Titans in their preseason opener, and it wasn't the most encouraging performance. Despite managing to score 13 points, the 49ers defense allowed 17 points, resulting in a narrow 4-point defeat. The game was tied 7-7 at the end of the first quarter, but the 49ers offense went cold until they finally found the end zone again in the fourth quarter. If the 49ers want to turn things around, they'll need quarterback Joshua Dobbs to continue delivering strong performances, as he did in the first game. Although the 49ers came up short against the Titans, there were still some positive takeaways. Even though we're primarily seeing backups during the preseason, I appreciated the effort from the 49ers, particularly in their lone home game of the preseason. While some might argue that preseason games don't impact the standings, fans still expect to see competitive football, and I believe the 49ers will want to put on a strong show in front of their home crowd. Joshua Dobbs threw for an impressive 146 yards in the first game, and I expect the 49ers offense to find success in this matchup. The Saints, who managed only 16 points in their first game, might struggle offensively again. The San Francisco 49ers to win and cover the spread as the favorites is our full game side pick. The Saints managed to score 16 points in their first preseason outing, but it's worth noting that they did so against a defense that was subpar last season. They may struggle to run the ball effectively against the 49ers defense, but their passing game could find some success. Even though the 49ers pass defense didn't perform at its best in the first game, they still held the Titans to 17 points, and I expect them to keep the Saints under 20 points in this matchup. The 49ers, on the other hand, didn't excel in the running game during their opener, but they did throw for over 200 yards. Against the Saints, who allowed over 140 rushing yards and an average of 4.7 yards per carry to the Cardinals, the 49ers should improve their ground game, even if their passing attack isn't as sharp. This game features a relatively high total for a preseason contest. Historically, preseason games between conference opponents have tended to go under the total, with a record of 61-38 since 2015. Additionally, when the preseason total is set at 37 points or higher, the under has hit 534-410 since 2010. This game fits both of these trends, and I believe it aligns with the style of play we're likely to see. Both teams lean toward the under in their first preseason games, with New Orleans defeating Arizona 16-14 and San Francisco losing 17-13 to Tennessee. Expect to see straightforward offensive schemes, which should give an edge to the defenses. Both the Saints and the 49ers pride themselves on strong defensive play, and I anticipate that will be on full display during this game. Given the defensive focus of both teams, under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.